48. And even if it was a good week, frankly I have so much lateness over all my projects that I really don't think any of them is gonna come out. But you know what? You have to believe. I think I should do just the small one, like, you know, the one that realizable, reasonable, doable. You know the drill. It's been a good week. I spent quite a lot of it reading, which meant that I wasn't doing anything crafty or any work. I've been ordering food quite a lot because I have money and it's hard to resist, and also I really don't want to cook because now that I can not eat pasta, well, everything I have to cook takes a while and I don't have this kind of patience, so I don't want to. So I've been ordering quite a lot of food. I did bake something. I did bake bread. I made bread for the first time successfully in my life. I made like a dozen attempts at bread in my life, and since I wasn't exactly following a great recipe with the right ingredients, it just wasn't working, you know. And it's the first time I made bread that actually worked. And why I did that is because I still have some bread flour that I need to use before I stop eating gluten. Then there is still some left with, so I'm gonna do brioche with it because it was one of my goals in life. When I was little, my family used to say that brioche was one of the hardest thing ever, and I took that as a challenge and I said one day I'm gonna be making it and I'm gonna do it right. I haven't done it yet, and since I'm gonna stop gluten, it's now or never. So I have some left and I'm gonna make brioche with it, maybe next week. I also cooked a big bowl of chili and put it in jars so I can have food for a long time. I also went to the thrift store. I think I found some stuff, but I don't remember what. Oh yeah, I found a little shelf that I can use to put on my shoes, and that's so much better because wherever I put on my shoes before was driving me crazy, and it's been 5 years now, and I'm so glad that I finally have an actual place to put them. So I'm really happy about that. On Sunday I had to do some cleaning, and especially my bedroom, because on Monday my new mattress arrived, which is good, and I don't know yet, it's still hard, and I don't know if I want to keep it because it's still, you know, hard, and I wanted something soft because I've spent 10 years on a hard mattress, and just I want a soft surface place to sleep on, and I think I'm gonna give myself a week to decide if I want to keep it or not. If I don't want to keep it, then I'm gonna have to return it, and so I kept my old one just in case in the meantime. So yeah. Also I had to plan some appointments to my dog, which I went yesterday, and to the veterinary pet dog, my cat dog, for vaccines for them. And yeah, I only went yesterday to get some new prescription for new meds. Nothing big. I read one of the cursed things. This one's pretty sordid, and there's cannibalism, and death and a lot of bad stuff in it. I finally finished it, and there is another one after that, but I don't think I'm gonna read it until it's finished. So it might take a while. Or just don't read it. That's possible. I also started, so it was Tuesday, I finished the fic, and then I started cutting out fabric for my stuff. So I cut out the first layer for my layered skirt, which is a circle skirt for now, wider at the waist so I can pleat it in the back and have like a Victorian shape of a roughly. And I'm gonna add layers on top, and that's gonna take a lot of work and it's a lot of time, so I only started right now. It's not done. But what I did is I did 3 questions of the 4th that I wanted to do. So I still have one complicated one that I haven't done yet, but I want to. But in the meantime, I did this one, which I like. It's really soft and fluffy. This one that didn't take me long, which is its best quality, and it's great. And this one would take forever, but I think it looks pretty nice. So that's something. And I also managed to finish my cape, my vampire cape, and added the closures, which took a while, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think it looks cool, so it's okay. So that means that most of my sewing is done. The sewing that I wanted to do this week is done. I can film the anime video, which is great. I have 8 good looks and a 9th look that I scrambled out of things, because I had 9 looks for each of the previous seasons, so I really wanted to make 9 looks of this one. So it's quite a shame that autumn is the one I'm struggling with, because autumn is when the Nightmare Before Christmas happens, so it's just exact it's just the exact weather that is suitable for Nightmare Before Christmas looks, so that it's kind of insane. But that means I can film this week. There is one look that I cannot do yet, and it's because the suit, I've been looking for one for fucking month, and my latest trial is arriving in the mail on Friday in theory. So yeah, next week it will be nice to film. I still have some sewing to do, so I have the plaid yellow and brown dress, the layered skirt, the last cushion, and the plaid dress. But they're no longer my priority, to be completely honest. I want to make something else my priority next week, and it is writing and painting. I really want to at least do the bed this year, so it'd be good for me to finish painting the roses on the bed and writing, because I'm supposed to write the dream thing, and we are the 11th and I haven't done any this month yet. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do the layer skirt, the last cushion, and all of the rest of my time will be on the Nightmare video the dream series and writing and painting, and that's already a lot to do. I also need to go groceries shopping again. And I have on the 16th I have my appointment with the pain specialist doctor. So there's that. On my fall list to do, I have done most of it. I've done all of the baking. I've done the pumpkins. I haven't done the dolls and fairies. I think that's gonna go for the next Halloween because that's just not happening. I haven't done the beast costume or the lantern to go with it, so it's gonna go for next Halloween too, along with my next idea, which is sexy cousin it, the same as the ghost, but instead of white fabric it's gonna be hair mostly. So that, the beast costume, and also the beekeeper medieval version, which is just weird. I want to do that, so maybe next Halloween it's gonna be my costume. On sewing stuff, I did the Reaper costume. I did most of my cushions, which is great because those things I wanted to make for 5 years now, which I'm impressed by myself. I didn't do the dresses yet. I embroidered the Jack pullover top, sweater. I did the ghost costume. I'm still on the multi-layered skirt and the dresses. I did the cape. I went through the process of the bow ties, so now I have bought them, and I changed the buttons on my grey thing, so I'm doing great on my fall plans. On the big plans, there's still things that I want to do. So the dream series I want to finish. In sewing I want to finish the cushions and the mannequin for this year, and along of those 3 projects that I wanted to make. In art I want to do the Newton t-shirt, the roses on the bed, and repaint my globe. That would be great. And on the other projects, the garden is great. I'd like to do my bedroom because right now all I'm missing is a drawer chest and a wardrobe. Problem is, every time I go to the thrift store I can find it. I can find the one that I want, which is it's tough luck at that point. I just need to find the right one, and it's not, I'm not the one who decides, but I do have the new mattress and it's working on it. What I can do is work on the young adult advice videos and do some additional videos. All of that would be great. All in all, there are things that I did. I have to focus on that. So good week. Let's keep going on this one. I have watched so many Disneys. I've watched like 20 of those because they're great as background when you're sewing. So that's positive, but I can't handle any more of them. And in the middle of I don't know. I think I'm gonna go through with this one, but after that I'm done. I'm just done. So yeah, this was this week. Thank you for still watching, if you're still watching. And considering I haven't had any views in the past 2 months, I'd say you're not watching, but that's okay. Maybe when I'm dead, someone will go back and say, hey, I want to hear ramble for 20 minutes because I miss a voice. So that's something. Love you.